Pregnancy in the harem of sultans and shehzades was a joyous event. All women dreamed of becoming pregnant by their lord. In honor of the pregnancy, the concubines held festivals. The girls were gifted with gold and treated with sweets. Of course, the pregnant woman herself was the center of attention. She was given a separate room and several maids to perform all her whims. The woman was to concentrate on nurturing her child and think of nothing else. Any whims she had that were within reason were fulfilled. Since a pregnant woman in the harem could be poisoned by other competing concubines, her drinking and eating were carefully monitored. A taster was assigned to her and tasted everything before she ate the iqbal, the name given to pregnant concubines. Meetings with the sultan or shehzade were completely stopped for the duration of the pregnancy. In Islam, sexual intercourse during this beautiful period was forbidden, and there was not much sense in it. It was important for a man to have a large number of heirs, which meant that he needed other women. Although it is said that Sultan Suleiman Kanuni was faithful to his harem, and she bore him 6 children, it turns out that while harem carried his children for about 5 years, the sultan had no one. Whether this is true or not, no one will know for sure. However, it is absolutely known that no one else gave birth to children except her. It is possible that concubines were sent to the sultan for the period of harem's pregnancy and were given contraceptives, on the instruction of the sultan herself, or even got rid of those who became pregnant. Harem was cruel and did not tolerate any threat to her power. But back to our topic. The pregnant woman in the harem was carefully protected. If she felt unwell, she was obliged to inform the doctor or midwife through her maid at once. If she suddenly had a miscarriage or a premature birth, she was to be blamed. She had not saved the child. In general, a woman was treated as an incubator. Members of the Ottoman dynasty were only interested in ensuring that the child was born full term and healthy. It was not important how the pregnancy would affect the woman's body, how difficult it would be for her to give birth, and whether she would survive after delivery. No wonder, for about 200 years it was captive women who gave birth to sultans. There were many of them, and the slaves had minimum rights. The Ottomans made beautiful and healthy children. The great influx of new blood in the absence of incest, kinship, was a huge plus. After the birth of a child, especially if it was a boy, the status of a slave raised relative to other slaves. The mothers of heirs to the throne received the prefix sultan to their name and many privileges, including increased wages, which they could spend on bribing servants, intrigue, new outfits, jewels, etc. Some saleswomen were allowed into the harem to display and sell their wares. In addition, the mothers of shehzades could send their eunuchs to the market on their errands.